this brings us to this. Because this particular thing the other day essentially went down a racial divide. Unfortunately here, this woman's name is Jennifer Love Hewitt. You can see her here. This is a recent as of this weekend. She's promoting a movie called I Know What You Did Last Summer, which it's essentially, I guess it's a remake of the original one that came out in the late 90s. Okay, the late 90s. Now, you can see her here. For people who don't know who she is, you would just say she's a pog. She's a thick white woman, and she looks not too bad in this particular. She doesn't look bad. All right, I don't think she looks bad here. But for the people who knew who she was prior to this, you're like, what happened to her? So because of this particular video, this thing went feral. All right, and then it caused a conversation because this is Jennifer Love Hewitt right here. All right, this is what she looked like when she was young. As you can see, she's more skinnier. She's tightly packed. All right, this is her in the blue bikini or bra top here. I don't know. Let's call it a bikini. All right, she's tightly packed. She's petite. She's about 5'2". All right, originally. This is her in like F&H magazine. As you can see, she has a tiny waist and a small tummy right there. She's way thinner. Way thinner. This is also her right here. Right there. All right. That's her when she was in her so-called prime, her 20s. All right. Now, women will swear up and down that this is their prime. Right. That's the prime right here. All right. Because, you know, they feel better about themselves. They accept their flaws. They're definitely a more confident version of themselves. And when they're like this, they're a lot more insecure. All right. They're a lot more insecure. Men are after them. They're trying not to be used. They're a little bit more likely to defend themselves off from people using them and so forth and so on, right? They tend to hide their sex or their sluttiness. This is Jennifer Love Hewitt back then. All right, let's see here. This is also her famous clip right here. That's a famous scene in the movie where, you know, kind of her boobs were in the screen. I remember this in the original I Know What You Did Last Summer. This is kind of like a classic clip. All right, but she's 5'2". All right, she's 5'2", and as you can see here, she definitely like more of a butterball shaped woman. Now here's where the story goes a little bit left. Because of this person here says black people, and particularly men and women, are complimenting her curves, while white men and some white women are calling her fat. Yeah, the what are you waiting for, huh? What are you waiting for? That was from that scene right there from I Know You. What are you waiting for? So that's her when she was in her 20s. All right, this is her now. And it says black men and women are complimenting her curves. We talked about this earlier. Whereas the white men and women are calling her fat. All right, you see that right there. Now, you can judge you can judge her based on this one right here. You could definitely see she picked up weight. And let's just say this. She is a mother of 3 and married. So let's go to this real quick. She's a mother of 3 and married. All right, so let's see if we can pull this up. We're going to take a look at her history. Okay. This kind of goes along with what I was talking about earlier. Whereas black men tend to be, the bottom feeders tend to be like, hey, we like older women, more filled out women, more mature women. Obviously, women that have kids and women that are kind of past their prime. They still find them valuable. Economic reasons. Maybe you're like, I'll get with her now. But are you getting the prime version of her or not? Let's go ahead and show you this. And they'll brag about this again. They'll brag about this. This is Jennifer Love Hewitt. I pulled this up. 46 years old, 46.
Has the modern dating landscape confused you? Have many of the standards that you heard, you're kind of tired of hearing about, and you're wondering, what does it all mean? Well, look no further. Join us talking about the monetized dating marketplace right now on Locals. And it is CoachGregAdams.locals.com. You can create a free account to join the conversation between the Coach Gang members. But also on Sunday, we do a live stream demonstrating all aspects of the monetized dating marketplace. And coming soon in 2025, you're going to have access to a sample of the monetized dating marketplace course where you can get information, related to how to participate in the monetized dating marketplace and or how to understand it so you're not out here spinning your wheels trying to figure out how you're going to best deal with the monetized dating marketplace. Listen, everything and every aspect of dating is monetized. We just want to relieve the frustration that you might have about it. So the best way to do it is make a free account right there on Locals, CoachCraigAdams.locals.com. You can get access to those live streams, but create a free account. Just join the conversation. I am the only one covering this conversation from this point of view. And yes, I am ahead of my time. Get ahead of the information before you're priced out.
46. She's been in, according to this one, 24 relationships, 3 children. This is an example of what I say. Black men tend to like older women, right? Nia Long, they'll still be like, she still got it. You know, that one, you know, they'll still be like, the women will be in her 40s and 50s and black dudes will be like, yeah. 3 children, yeah. 2 divorces. This is why they typically become stepdads and this type of thing. So we got 46 years old, 24 relationships, 3 children. And this one is taking, tracking her dating history, which then you're going to see what I'm talking about here. Let's go down to her dating history real quick. I want you to notice, and I'm going to scroll quickly through this. Notice how the type of men that she dated previous to this. This is her now. This is her now. This was her then. Let's take a look at the men who dated her when she was like this versus now. Obviously, she's married. But let's take a look at who dated her then. All right, so let's take a look. We got white guy, Colin, Jared, Brian, Alex, Jamie, Ross, Scott, Antonio Sabato, Kip, John Cusack, John Mayer, Patrick, Enrico Iglesias, Rich, Wilmer, some Latino guys, Diego, Andrew, Jason, Carson, Will, Joey Lawrence, Fred Savage, Christian, Alec Baldwin, and that's it. Not one nigga in sight. Not one. All right, this is just something that I'm proving here. I'm trying to prove a point. Before she blew up, before this, no niggas. But a whole bunch of Latino and white guys. Why? Because she was like this. You see this? So she had her pick, her choices. Oh, by the way, she's married, and I'm not criticizing her roster. Everybody got a roster. She is now married to Brian. All right. Brian they've been married for 11 years. 11 to 12 years, 11 years. Brian is the guy who married her, also a white guy. All right. I ain't seen, but she also was engaged to Ross. So you see the roster. No niggies. No niggies. Not a one. Why? Because let's go back. The economics of it, the preferences, the standards. Nah, this too small. She's 5'2", 100 pounds. 19 to 24. No, thank you. But now that she's now 46, 3 kids, y'all niggas can't help yourselves. Why? Because she's fat. All right. Now she's validating what this woman said. 46, 3 kids, overweight severely, but she's beautiful. She's just right. She just right. Now she don't have no choice. She divorces Brian. She gonna be out there with niggies. All right, 100%.
Nigga shit, nigga shit, nigga shit, nigga shit, nigga shit.
All right. Am I proving my case here? Scrap sexuals, older women, filled out women. This is the people in the comments are saying she's more filled out. She's more like a woman. I'm going to see if I can pull up some comments here. I'm going to see. But 46, 3 kids, married once, ran through by Brad, Chad, and Antonio, but now she's good. All right. She's great now. All right. This is fantastic. This happens all the time. This happens all the time. She perfect, coach. All you looking at is her hips and her butt. All right, her hips and her butt. Let me see if I can pull some comments up here. All right, let me see right here. Okay, let me pull some comments. Okay. Yeah, goodness gracious. All right, so we go pull some comments up here. This person says right here, because the complaint was black people are complimenting her curves while white men and some white women are calling her fat. And this guy says because black men have bottom of the barrel standards. Oh, I'm going to smash too. I ain't say I wasn't going to smash. But what I'm saying is dudes will say this, but, you know, you ain't trying to keep her. All right. Black men have bottom of the barrel standards. All black people aren't complimenting her. Okay. White dudes do not play about their girl being over 120 and having a fat ass. Shit is funny. White dudes ain't playing. It says right here, she has such a grown woman figure. Now, I see this, a grown woman figure. Again, I often say this. When it comes to black guys, they just like their mama. They like the women that are around them. The women they see on a regular basis, not young and in their prime. It kind of like, you know, grown, filled out, full figured. This is typically indicative, in this case, of a woman in her mid to late 30s or 40s, right? And it's a pleasure toy. A pleasure toy. It's not a preference. It's just a woman that they want to have sex with. She has such a grown woman figure. This one says she looks amazing, and it's always the white dudes trying to clown on her for having a curvy figure. Curvy, they describe it. Curvy. All right, curvy. And it says right here, please don't lump me in with this. I swear. People, okay, let me see right here. They are being disgusting in my post. White people are just mean. She looks amazing. All right, I can't tell if that's it's a black guy. She looks amazing. This is what I say. This is low-hanging fruit. This is leftover. I'm just saying, it's not prime. This is nowhere near prime. This is nowhere. She ain't bad looking, but she's nowhere near her prime. 46, 3 kids. Look at this roster. Okay. Then the next one was that these men like 12-year-old women. All right. So then the next one is these white guys tend to like women that look like 12-year-olds. All right. So that's going to be the next thing right here. And it says right here, as a white woman with a similar body type, I can say black men have always been nicer to me than white men. Okay. So, I mean, this proves it. That doesn't mean that anybody's body preference is wrong here. We're also looking at the economic. We're looking at why. We're not saying it's wrong. I'm saying why. Typically it's economic. Typically these women are poorer. And typically these women are easier to use as sexual objects. They're never really married to them. Very rarely you're married to them. It's almost sexual object only. All right, let's continue. This is right on brand for them. Black people and people of color have always been more accepting of a range of body types. Why? Economics. Like, you have to be when you're scrap sexual. When you're picking from the bottom, you can't be picky. When you're picking from the bottom, you can't be picky. It says white men want a stick figure, no hips, no ass, with big titties, anything else as well, and well, you see. All right, so there it is. There's the white guy. All right, no, we don't want any what people would consider thin women. Okay, it says right here, I saw someone say white men think any woman larger than a 12-year-old child is fat, and it tracks. So then they take it all the way to 12 and go down to some Epstein shit. Okay, but yeah, I mean, I will say that tends to track as well. White men tend to pick at the top, and they tend to pick at the prime. And so what they'll do is they'll pick somebody that is very, very petite based on their equipment, ability to perform, or whatnot. Or can we say this? Can we say this? Not saying this right or wrong. Let me say this. Typically, men that typically could be at the higher economic rung have more to lose by dating someone who is poor and overweight. This is why you typically see white men not dating black women, not because they don't like them, but they have much more to lose. Because why date a poor black woman when I'm trying to be CEO or manager or C-suite exec?